Find your path with the knowledge of others and become an illuminator for those who struggle. Guide their way just by being true and being in alignment, because it comes naturally to you. On self-discovery wisdom, we share to find inspiration with lessons for millions. We hope you listen.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Choose Positive Living right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. I'm your host, and my guest today is, I'm not going to bastardize her name. She's going to say it for herself. What is it, love?
It's Tsikki Thau.
There we go. I don't want to say something I shouldn't be saying. But what we're going to be talking about today is stress management. And she's an expert at this. And she's written a book called Attract It All, The Real Secret to Manifestation, and dispels the popular myths around wishful thinking and talk about the real secret to manifestation, which we all need. Doesn't matter where you're at in life, in business and personal, we all need to actually know, how do we manifest properly without getting caught on the wishful thinking of Amazon delivery. It doesn't happen like that. The conversation explores why manifestation falls short and how to approach them in a way that truly works. Rather than asking the universe for things, it reframes manifestation as a guidance practice rooted in energy awareness, mindset, and not magic. Drawing on the science of how your thoughts, emotions, nervous system shape our experience, this discussion is simply breathwork, gratitude practices that listeners can use right away. It's also addressed how to set intentions and resolutions for 2026 that are realistic, embodied, aligned, so they don't fade away by February, but generally take root and last. She is an international acclaimed stress management expert, a coach, manifestation coach for more than 30 years of experience transforming lives worldwide, a creator of Snap, which is a method vibe up technology. She blends science with energy psychology to help clients overcome obstacles. She has been featured in Las Vegas Review Journal, Fox News Television Las Vegas, many shows, because people want to hear what she has to say. She is also a contributing writer for the Vegas Wellness magazine. She is a recipient of numerous accolades, including Top Stress Management Expert and the Women Who Wow for Stress Management and the Global Icon Award and the Women of Distinction Award. So I think people kind of looking at what she's doing and say it works. So attract the real secret to manifestation. That is what we're going to be talking about today. A lot of people look at manifestation, it's like they're ordering from Amazon. Really, it's like, it's don't ask the universe for what you want. Give the universe the feeling you want to feel, because it's the feeling and the frequency of that feeling that it actually manifests what you need, isn't it? So welcome to the show, Han.
Thank you and Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm very optimistic about this year because I think it's a year of radical change. And we're also going into horse year. I'm the year of the horse. And and a fire horse at that. And also numerology, new beginnings. And so, with all the old archaic CRAP that we've been seeing out there is going to be washed away. And this is the invitation for us to manifest a world that we do want to live in.
Finally.
But how do we go about that?
We're doing it right now.
I think people do have to get out of the myth of like, if I just wish for it, it will happen, because it's so much more layered than that, isn't it?
Absolutely. I believe that if people start feeling that they are all that already, instead of listening to a program running in their mind with old limited belief,
yes,
that they know, and if they know, they can, this year, like you said, this is the year to make a choice. And if you just say yes to it all, just start with a big yes, and that's at least 40% of the work, by saying yes. And not waiting for something, like you said. It's not, hey, leave a message, I'll get back to you. And then they say nothing's happening. Everything I'm directing. No, you're misdirecting, because you're connecting to something outside of yourself instead to know who you are, what are your gifts, how do we utilize your
Mm,
gifts. And this is my passion. I love to talk to people and bring their gifts out, their superpowers
mm.
out, because they have a purpose. I tell them, your heart's beating, you have a purpose here.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's something what people don't really understand because society hasn't taught it. When we kind of step back and look at the old paradigm of programming, it's all being about conform, control, obey, don't rock the boat, don't be yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? Fit in. And
Mm-hmm.
now the dialogue has gone to the other side of the scale. Please be yourself. Ignite your heart, soul, and spirit. Be the essence and the gift that you are, because that is the solution to the world
Correct.
and society. So it's really kind of going from one to the other. But I
Mhm.
think people who are awakening, realizing that hasn't been working and I need to step into it. It's just a question of how.
And because it hasn't worked for so long, people are fed up. There's even
Yes.
research showing that New Year resolutions is not a big deal anymore. People are
Mm,
demotivated. Nothing has worked, which in fact is a big call for this is working because this is your call.
yes.
So wake up, answer the right phone. This is your alignment year. And it's time for you to answer to yourself, not something outside of yourself,
Mm,
and reprogram. I really believe in the power of the mind.
mm,
And if we let go of these, the subconscious does not know feelings.
no.
So if it repeats for years, I can't do it. When, how, why, it's not going to happen. So I tell them, lose the when, lose the
Mm,
how, lose the why, and just say now. It's
mm,
happening. It is happening. Even if you can't see the plan, it
yes.
doesn't mean it doesn't exist
Mm,
because you are the plan. You're a plan in the making.
mm,
Get excited about yourself. Get excited about who am I and why do I want this? What do I want? And don't mix the signals.
yes.
My clients say, I want to do this and I want to succeed in that, but I was thinking of this new project. But what do you think about this project? And they go on and on. And I tell them, you just mixed all the signals.
Yes, exactly. You're not clear, not sending a clear
Not
message.
clear.
And it's very much about surrender and allow, right?
And
Again,
gratitude too.
oh, well, I say wake up every morning with a sense of gratitude, not lackitude.
Yes.
Because
And
the
make
other
it your
paradigm,
attitude.
make it your attitude. I am so grateful for being awake today. What is
Yes.
before me, right? Go in a sense of wonderment and exploration, not dictation or expectation,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's
And
like,
get excited. Get
yes,
excited.
excited to explore,
Yes.
walking away from all of that feels so suppressive and makes you feel so small and so
Mhm.
fearful, and that somebody else has got your life in their hands rather than you,
Yeah.
right?
And don't compare yourself to
Mhm.
anyone else anymore. And don't say life is so hard. Life is taking me down because you want life to love you
Yes.
and you want to love life back. So you have to start getting excited about life.
Yeah.
Even if it took you down in the past, we've all been there. We all have a
Yeah.
sad, sappy story, right?
Hmm.
So
Exactly. It's what happened to us, but also what happened for us. Where do we
exactly.
discover our courage, our strength, or our abilities, our reason for being, our calling? And
Mhm,
it's through the struggle that we
mhm.
discover ourselves and how resilient and how awesomely flawsome we are and
Yeah,
what we're really here to do.
absolutely. And how powerful you are and how you can love yourself through your struggles.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
It's
it's really
embracing yourself on the journey, isn't it? It's like, my God, I got through that day. Well, looking back and said, look where I was 6 months ago. Look where I am now. I did that,
mhm,
right? If I could do that in 6 months, what can I do in the next 6 months?
right. It's so
Pat yourself on the back.
inspiring. Not what haven't I done and what have I
Right.
not achieved and how, the self-sabotage has
Mm.
end this year.
Yes, yes, yes,
No
yes,
more.
yes. We are an algorithm, just like social media and everything else, an algorithm. The energy we put out is the energy that's perceived and the energy that's given back. So if we
Absolutely.
look at our energetic algorithm as I am, this will be, I am present and ready to receive, then
Mm-hmm.
you're changing that energetic algorithm to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
But you get what you put out.
Every time without fail, you get what you
Mm,
put out.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You sound like a manifestation queen yourself.
Humans is what is it? Manifesting generator. So yes,
I love it.
generating optimism. We can do it. We can.
Yes. You're doing it.
But I wasn't always here, and
Mhm.
you weren't always there.
Mhm.
We had to go through the roller coasters and the bumpy roads and the Grand Canyons and the slaps in the face. We had to go through all of that. And it's like, okay, lick my wounds. Why did this happen? Have a good cry, but la hell, get up and keep going.
Huh?
And choose a different path. And you may, take a few paths before you find one, but to realize the path lies within you and it reflects what's out of you. So that path can change when you change the path within.
I agree. And what's greater than you inspiring others with your own stories as well?
Mm. Hmm.
And you
That's the reason we
become
do these podcasts.
yeah, and how you become a reflection, and not a
Yes.
reflection of sap and sorrow, but a reflection of hope and a reflection that you and I are no different.
No.
I'm not better than you. You're not
Mm.
better than me. We're the same. We're just reflecting to one another. And sometimes some are behind, and you just got to speed them up and say, hey, come where I'm at, because we're the same.
Exactly. It's each one of us is a beautiful instrument, and our discovery is, what instrument am I? How do I play it? Whom can I play with? Which
Mhm.
orchestra do I join? And each player in their own strength harmoniously playing together in order to create a symphony that will transcend. But that orchestra is only as strong as everybody's contribution.
Absolutely. Yes.
So you got to become our beautiful instrument. Stop comparing, as they say, two Caesar. Hey, comparing and compete. Don't compete with someone else. Don't compare. You are beautifully unique.
And there's
Discover your
only one
uniqueness.
of you, only one
Oh,
of
yes,
you.
exactly. Exactly. As they broke the mold when they had you. Well, that's the said of everybody.
Right.
We don't want you to be a humanoid or a drone. We want you to be a human being, and the emphasis on the being.
Right. And believe in yourself. A lot of my clients say, oh, I've stopped believing in God. I've stopped believing
Mm,
this whole universe thing, Buddha, Krishna, whatever it is. So no one is expecting you to do that, but you are expected to love yourself and believe
yes.
in yourself. So surely you can start somewhere instead of blaming
Yeah.
everything and everyone for what's not working, and start focusing on what can.
Mm.
So,
Well, see, while you're busy pointing a finger, there's three pointing back at you, right? Your own accountability, your own perspective. What are you going to do about it? And I
mhm,
think what we have to understand, I refer to this as the sunny side of the street. On the other side of the street are all the people like yourself with the skills, the tools, the everything to help people on their journey of life. But
correct.
they've got to get onto the street. They've got to say, I require your help, because we can't help anyone without free will. You're not there to do it for them. You're there to give them the tools and the skills and the enthusiasm to do it for themselves. But they've got to come out of the dark. We can't go in there and get them. We can just shed light on the entrance for them to walk out of. And so there is that self accountability. I don't like my life. I don't like what's happening to me. I'm the one that has the power to change it.
By just saying yes, if you
Mm.
say yes, there's that door opening.
Hmm.
Help is going to come. But if you repeat that same song,
Hmm.
same record saying, nothing works, my life is screwed, I am not loved, it's not fair how this one has that and I
Hmm.
don't, then all you're doing is manifesting the opposite. But
Exactly.
you're still manifesting because you're repeating a downward spiral mantra that's not a chant, that's just not.
You're still being dumped on
Yeah.
because you're inviting the dumpster to come and dump
Yes,
on
the
you.
garbage disposal, right?
If your life is full of shoot, you are the one that invited it. So, and not everybody, many people have circumstances. I've just had another wonderful woman on who was, brought up in her culture where to beat your child into obedience was considered an act of love. right?
I
Yeah,
stopped breathing when you said that.
yeah. And like in her choice to ignite her own heart and soul and spirit, and to forgive because that's the culture that she came from, but also to free herself from that fear. And she realized was her journey, and
Mhm.
that in doing her journey, it then becomes an inspiration for someone else. I always
Right.
say, inspiration begets invitation. So when we
Mm.
see somebody else's light being shed out there, despite the darkness they came from, it's an
Mm.
invitation for us to start taking those steps too.
And stop judging.
Oh my God, aren't we judgmental creatures?
I love how some people come up to me, I'm not judgmental, but I disagree with this and I don't like how this one acts and I don't like this. And
Yeah.
did you just hear yourself? I
I
think,
believe in accountability, most
yeah,
certainly,
yes.
right? Because we all need to be. We need to be accountable for our actions, and when we know they're wrong, we need to change.
And that's
But,
what I love about the new generations, the
mm,
kids today. They don't see
yes.
color.
Hmm.
They are
Hmm.
seeing the big picture. They're listening to they're seeing what's beautiful about you and around you and within you versus focused on what's not. And it's breaking the patterns of some of the older behavior and the
Yes.
older generations, which is quite refreshing, I find.
We were talking about having both lived in South Africa for a number of
Mhm.
years.
Yes.
And of course, I'm older than you, so I left earlier. But one of the reasons I left was that it was highly misogynistic, where men didn't treat where women in any realm whatsoever, business or anything else. But it was also because of the apartheid and, the absolutely no rights for anyone of any color. Um, and it was just, I could never get my head around it. I've got into trouble a great deal
A little
because
bit
of it.
well.
And it was like, I just can't live like this anymore because it was so suppressive,
Mhm.
and I felt powerless to do anything about it. So I left. But, we look at that country now, which is supposed to have equality, but it's still in transition. It's still in its
It
own
really is.
discovery and finding its own equilibrium. It's not just because suddenly the flag is raised or the wall is down or somebody's liberated doesn't mean happily ever after. That
Right.
means now the work begins.
Finally. And what a beautiful country it is.
Oh,
I,
exquisite,
I still
exquisite.
have so much family there, but I'm not gonna lie, I really lived in fear over there.
Hmm.
And it is so hard I remember my late father training me, take a different route every day when you leave, look left, look right, see what's,
Hmm.
and it was the constant fear that was chasing us,
Yes.
and the meditation career started over there, and I'll never forget how they said, Tsikki, that is completely la la land.
I
Are
love
you
having things
doing?
like that. I know. I love, I laugh. I laugh when, you got the woo woo. Will you
Yeah.
shush with the woo woo stuff? This is actually reality. You're the one that's been living in the twilight zone.
Before he passed, he said to me, it was I that was afraid because he saw that meditation was already scientifically proven and breath
Yes.
techniques, and they're utilizing it in all the medical centers and everywhere, even in the school systems. And he said, I mean, that was a month before he passed. He said, I was afraid of it.
Yes.
So,
Because he was conditioned to be afraid of it.
correct,
And
correct.
that's the thing. We have to look at the conditioning. We've given ourselves over
Mhm.
to the powers that be, religion, government, education, societal dictation. And in doing that, we have lost ourselves, or we never discovered ourselves in the first place. And when we look at it and go, hang on, this system is not working for me. Nobody has the right over me.
Mhm.
Only I have that right. How do I empower myself to be myself without explanation, but just in my own light, and that nobody's dictation from anyone else? And that's, I think, where we're seeing the beautiful, wonderful liberation that is happening right now.
Liberation and beyond. You're
Yes.
absolutely right. And people are letting go of the pressure because
Yeah.
the pressure and the thoughts of the long-term goals and what they have
Mm.
to achieve this year and all that, they're letting go of the pressure because
Yes.
fed up. They're fed up
Yeah.
from not seeing results.
Hmm.
They're fed up by a system that's not working for them.
Or that it's
But
never enough when they get there anyway.
it's never enough because
Right.
we always want more. We're a piggy society. So it's like,
Yes. And it won't be. If you're feeding the outside, nothing you have will be enough. Nothing.
right.
Because it's an inside liberation, it's an inside abundance, it's an inside
It's
enrichment. That's where the real value is.
right. Not a delusional state of abundance. We
Mm,
the real thing, and we want them to choose themselves this year. Everybody to choose themselves.
yes.
So,
Become that light in your own life and look how you shed path. This is, you know what, the universe gave me a saying 8 years ago. I'm going to shake you up to wake you up, for you to step up and change it up and grow up. And the growing up is the vibrational to a higher platform, to a
mm,
higher energy, but
mm.
also as a human race, grow up. Stop whining so much and bitching and living in lackitude. Look at the abundance that you are. Look at the abundance that is around you. Start feeding that, and you will raise up into a beautiful frequency and vibration that becomes healing for all.
And that you are. And nobody wants to listen to this poo-poo party, right?
No.
It's
The old
it
violin
is
playing.
exactly that vibration sounds exactly like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Once, okay,
Yeah.
twice, three times, move on
Oh,
and
yeah.
make a decision already.
Yes. Exactly. You know, we say that our emotions are here for a reason. Sad, glad, right? Why? You know, what's happening in your arena right now that to cause that? And you need to spend that emotion, but don't become emotional over the emotion. I'm angry and I'm emotionally angry and I'm going to stay angry because, you know, and they get in a loop. It's
Yeah,
like it was there for you to spend that emotion. What
yeah.
made you angry? And then how did you release that anger? Not on someone else.
And do
How
you see
did you release it in a
how
way? Yeah.
and how that destroys your life by being so
Yes.
angry?
Yes.
And then a lot of my, luckily we've transformed them from anger to joyful, but they didn't understand why they didn't have friends,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Who
know.
would once be around? You know, what was it? There's a thing, misery moo. We want to feel comfortable enough with someone to kind of share maybe our fears, our struggles, and things like this without feeling we're draining someone. We want to feel comfortable enough and safe enough to be able to share our vulnerability,
Mhm.
right? But
Right.
once shared it is not just a release, but it's also an encouragement or just a space from this other person to empower you that you are more than what's happened to you.
Mhm.
Right? And that's the thing is so few people feel safe enough to share their experience because of comparison, because of judgment, because of
Judgment.
ridicule, you know?
But also, it's time when you are you, you don't really mind what
Mm,
people think, what people
no.
say, right? Because you're comfortable with who you are. You're raw.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
are.
on the
You are.
outside. You are just raw.
Yeah.
And this is who I am. Take it or leave it.
Yes.
And if you want that change, you have to show up for it. You gotta
Yeah.
sit, wake up every morning and say it's showtime.
Yes. Yes.
Because if you don't show up, it's not going to go away. It's not going to change. And you have to
Hmm.
be consistent. So I believe that as many people as are awakening right now into this, I don't want this anymore. I want something
Hmm.
different. That is the change already
Yes.
for them
As
saying
Popeye says, I am who I am. Right? And we want people to stand in that. I am who I am. And to be conscious clear with who they are.
it.
Not I am who I am. Do you all approve? Right?
Yeah.
I am who I am because I'm at home with self.
Yes, but some don't know, like you and I am who I am and who I
Mm.
am, right? So even by just saying that, I am who I am, they're opening that channel to recognize who they are first, and
Yes.
to learn about themselves because a lot of them don't know who they are. They're looking at
Mm.
a picture in front of them and saying, I want to be that. But
Hmm.
you are that you're not if you're not you.
Yeah.
Right. So teaching them and guiding them to really, really look, even practice with the mirror.
Yeah.
Look
Oh,
at yourself.
yes. Yes, I 100% believe in that mirror talk. Very
Mhm.
hard to pull the wool over your own eyes when you're looking in the mirror, isn't it?
yourself. You're great. You're
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Reward yourself every day of one good thing you've done instead of taking away what you haven't.
Mm.
And that mirror starts reflecting light back at you and wisdom back at you and shows you who you are. So be open to being a kid again.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. And the way to do that, I mean, I've got three grandchildren, so I love being silly Billy. I've got permission, being around the kids. And it is so wonderful because you're watching them in discovery of
Mhm.
life and who they are and what life is all about. And it's wonderful to watch. And it's a reminder, there's a child inside of you that wants to grow and become and express that at some point got suppressed, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And how do you release that suppression and become that inner child again? Because that's your inner exuberance and wonderment and exploration, right? It doesn't look at, I mean, I always say people can take me or leave it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I might be somebody's cup of strong black coffee. It is your prerogative.
Mhm.
It's really got nothing to do with me, whether you like me or not, right?
And you're responsible for now. You're
Yeah.
responsible to making it happen for you, especially this year. And a child, speaking of children, I don't know if you've heard of Qigong before. Have you heard of
Oh, yes, of course. It's a wonderful
yes.
thing,
So I've been practicing Qigong forever, but
which is a form of Tai Chi, folks. A
yeah,
little
it's
side.
energy and movement and learning
Yes.
how to live in movement of redirecting energy. But what's profound about children, if you see them, right, they stand and
Yes.
like to go in circles.
Yes.
So if an adult stands up and goes in circles a couple times, like "Wee," like a child does,
Yeah.
their energy starts to shift, and you will get energy from it. You will
Yes.
be hyper from it.
Mm.
So they don't have to try to become a child or tap into their inner child. There are that.
It's discovery of that inner child.
Yeah.
And it's also don't go into any of these practices of, if I do this repetitively, I will become. We don't want you to do it. We want you to become it. We want you to immerse yourself as one with it.
Mhm.
That's when you truly actually recognize what it's doing for you and how it's igniting it. But if you're simply doing it, you're not connected to it.
Right. And don't wait.
Mm. Oh my God, how many years? I mean, I wasted so many years waiting on, oh, but I'm here to serve, I'll benefit of the doubt, they just need more time and wasted years, wasted
Wasted
years.
years,
And
wasted
I don't
years.
want people to waste those years because I'm sorry, there's one thing you don't get back is time.
The
It's
most
spent.
valuable thing besides
Hmm.
our heartbeat and our breath is time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So don't waste it on the bending into a pretzel, trying to be something you're not to please other people. Again, if you are in your own beautiful essence, um, the people that are around you, the people that feel that essence, that want to be a part of that,
Mhm.
and not the people that want to, you know, change you. You still got to be a little careful. I kind of call it the ruler. That's how old I am, folks. I don't deal in meters and centimeters, and inches and rulers. Is that the 6 to 12 of the people that are living in that various level of positivity? I'm living in my own divine abundance. And then you've got that 4 and 5 that are in recovery, like coming out of that darkness, and they're in that 4 and 5 and they're stepping into their positivity and their own self-discovery. But your 1, 2, 3s are the piranhas,
One,
and
two,
they see your
three.
energy growing and they want to suck it out of you to keep their fear, hate, loathing, and everything else going, which requires a great deal more energy than it does to step into love. Love is self generating all the time. Hate needs something else on the outside to keep it going. So, if you are in that early stages of discovery of love within, you've really got to choose your arena well, don't you?
Absolutely, you do. And stop the marathon. Let go of the
Yeah,
marathon.
yeah.
Be here, be present, love the moment. This moment, like right now, right this moment, could be eternal. And
Mm.
one breath at a time, let go of what will be.
Oh gosh. What you do now will dictate what will be, but let's look at the word present. Be present. That is the gift of the now, right?
Because you are the gift, right?
You are the
Your
gift,
own
present
present.
gift.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And that gift of being present. is where
Is
the
it again?
reveal is.
I
Present.
can't hear it.
That gift of being present, it is the reveal, is the discovery.
That is that childlike innocence we
Yes.
were talking before,
Yeah.
that present moment.
Hmm.
You know, you can't help it. You snap pictures with your eyes. I always
Mm-hmm.
children. They say,
Hmm.
"Why are you staring at me?" Because I'm embracing this moment.
Yeah. Yes.
We won't have that moment again. So
Absorbing it into my cellular memory. Yes.
this is it.
Yes.
This is it.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to leave behind. That is the legacy, I think, is those accumulations of these moments.
Hmm.
You know,
Yes, absolutely. People when their manifestation is again, it's become an outside click thing, and a lot of people talk about just manifest the driving spot that you want, the this, the that. And it's like when you become, you are. When you are, it is. And it's kind of, stepping out into the abyss, blind, deaf, and dumb in order to see, hear, and feel. There is so much surrender in it. And people are so fearful of surrender.
yeah. And fearful of doing one more thing added to their list.
Mm.
They think manifesting, or if you want to use a different word, creating your best life or the best version of yourself, they think it's a chore.
Mhm.
It's just, oh, I don't even want to deal with this right now. And this is why, from the pressure that's on them, they already automatically decide that this doesn't work.
Mhm.
I've tried diets. I go to the gym. I'm doing this. I have goals. I'm working. I'm a mother. I can't take this anymore. Manifesting what?
Yes, yes.
So it
So it
comes with
is
anger
literally,
and it comes with
yeah,
doubt. But if you
yeah.
tell them, no, it's got nothing to do with that. What do you want?
Mm.
Cut
How
the
do you know?
BS for
To
a
recognize
second.
it, right? When you see what you don't know what you want if you don't know who you are.
Right. What do you want? Cut it off. All
Yeah.
this is like, yeah, this doesn't speak to me. What do
Mm.
you want? What do you want? And then they say, well, I want a new car or I want this job. And I tell them, okay, let's work on that.
Hmm. How do we manifest it?
Mhm.
And the thing is behind that is, well, why do you want that? Right? If you want good transportation, that is, nice and comfortable and safe and this and that, that's another thing. If you want it, oh, because it will serve my image,
Mhm.
then it's still not going to be a manifestation that's going to help you.
Not enough, but it's a good start for them to want something besides listening to that old program
Yeah.
repeating for them. So there's an
Proof that they can
opening.
manifest it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of people, well, not unfortunately, we're entitled, we're in a material world, so we can
Mm,
manifest material things. But through that little door of them seeing that they can actually manifest whatever it is, extra money next month, or a new car, or to pay off a credit card, now they can tap into what can I manifest within myself that I haven't discovered. Who am I?
yeah.
What choices do I have? And which path am I going to take here? Because now the door is open.
And I think also it's you get to a point when you've done this enough and you've got to the other side, is that automatically the universe brings to you what you need because it's already meeting you at your frequency, meeting your vibration. And I have found, especially like last year, so many people offering to help, offering to support, offering to do this and that that I didn't ask for,
It just came right to you
but
because
because it came right to me because they felt my energy, they felt my intent, they felt my reason, my why, and they wanted to support that. And that's, when we get to see each other, I see you, I believe in you, I want to support what you're
right.
doing, then we're actually building that beautiful village of higher
Community,
frequency. Hmm.
the community, and the reason they're coming to you because you become magnetic.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
that's what people want. They want some of that. It's like seeing this amazing, I mean, oh my God, just thinking about it, I want like a chocolate cake. You want a piece, you want to taste it
Yes,
because, and you're also demonstrating if you're doing it, surely I can do it.
exactly, exactly. And it took, getting out of head and listening to heart, soul, and spirit. The
Mhm.
intellect of the heart, soul, and spirit is so much wiser. The wisdom there is so much deeper and universal than just our head intellect. That, the
That
extraction of the knowingness.
chatterbox,
Mhm.
that
It
monkey brain that doesn't
uh,
stop.
CPU of programming, right? I'm running on old programming and it's
Yeah,
slow and it glitchy. And that's because it's meant to have a whole lot of stuff deleted and you're meant to upgrade. And the upgrade is consciousness. The upgrade
correct.
is presence. The upgrade is love. The upgrade is compassion. The upgrade is kindness and
And,
consideration and collaboration. Those are the upgrades.
and you're happy. Then you're happy. Pain or not, you're happy. Good day,
Yes.
bad day, we find the good and the bad. And that's what I'm saying. We can learn to love our struggles away. And if you just have the and a slight intention to want,
Hmm.
just to want, the belief comes next. It's a sort of a brainwash too, but it works.
It's a brain recollaboration,
Mhm.
recalibrating. But you mentioned the word pain. A lot of people think that when you step into this beautiful energy and this sense of being and essence, that you still don't have challenges. Now,
Yeah.
I have a physical ailment, right, which I've learned to partner with. I've had it for 30 years. I've been an asthmatic for 69 years, right? So I know
Oh, that's
challenges.
a challenge. Yeah.
And so what it is you learn to live with it and partner it, and you learn to listen to it. Okay, no, fine. You go ahead and do that. Use that energy. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you've tapped out on your energy. You now have to rest and say
Mm-hmm.
no. And you learn to balance. And it's not about all of a sudden I am out of body and I'm holier than now and I don't feel anything. It's just that you are not living in the same pain as you did before because the energy is feeding you so that
Mm-hmm.
you never get to that high pain limit, right?
Right. You go
It's
above your
yes,
pain. And like yourself, I've been in pain most of my life, but I've learned to become friends with my pain,
yes,
best friends even. And like,
yes.
okay, you're here today. I'm going to go above you and let's work together. But no more will the pain take me down
Hmm.
or take me to a state of defeat. So the pain, I mean, come on, pain lets us know that we're alive.
And it also is those days that it says, okay, rug has been pulled, you're going to rest. You don't argue with it. You give it what it needs because it's fortifying you,
Yeah,
right?
listening
And
to it.
it's a good way to find balance
Mhm.
um and to actually understand that in certain arenas, hey, that's going to take way too much energy from you, and then your pain level is going to come up,
Right.
right? But
So
being in
our,
other energies and levels that, oh God, this is feeding me, pain level
yeah,
goes down.
right. And stress does it too. I mean, our
Oh,
mind carries so much stress just by our thoughts.
yes.
So then the pain increases. And then what you got to do? Oh, I always say, oh, you did this to yourself.
Hmm.
Time to delete and change. Let's move on.
Pay attention to those little triggers or the nudge, nudge, wink, wink, so you don't get the cosmic two by four, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you're going to get that wackaroo if you're not paying attention. And it's just living, as you said, listening to your best friend,
Yeah.
listening to your partner. And it's like they're saying, hey, sorry, nope, don't take that on. You need time for yourself.
Exactly. So it's a signal to what am I supposed to do right
Hmm.
now? What is the
Hmm.
pain telling me, teaching me? It's not here to hurt me, it's here to
No,
teach me.
yeah.
So,
We have a society like never before of people with depression. And I think that, we've probably always had depression
right.
because suppression brings her up to depression. But I think we have so tilted, which is a real true example of how society is not serving us because
Mhm.
so many more people are feeling depression. Some of it's clinical, but a lot of it is the environmental. I realized that I used to get empathic depression,
Mm.
and I have to be very careful sometimes which energy I'm around. Now I've learned to protect myself so that I very, very rarely go there.
Very
But when I
good.
did go there, it was
It would
despairing.
take you down. It would take you
Oh,
down.
and it's
Yeah.
beyond reason. You can't reason with it. It's
Mm.
something that comes in and pulls your very guts out of you. And it's like we have to help people get out of the depression, not clinically, not through drugs, but through feeding their own energy in the right way, and their will be the healer of that. The energy will change the dial on that and bring back hope and possibilities and optimism rather than despair and gloom and hopelessness. So,
Give them hope and end the numbness. No more
mhm,
numbing it, numbing
yeah,
their emotions so they can see that they're allowed and they're entitled to be happy as well, whether it's trauma, clinical, or anything, that they have the right.
yes.
They have the right to be healed. They have the right to be happy and smile again.
We look at certain countries like Denmark and a few others where they have placed emphasis on their society, how many days a week they have, and maternity leave for both parents. And they put the emphasis on, we want you to go out and have a life and live it and not be a slave to the workforce. We want you to be living in your positive living. You're
Mhm.
choosing to positive live in your well-beingness, because now you make for a stronger society, a more productive society, a less sick society, right? And it's like the proof is in the pudding. It works.
Because they want them to love themselves
Yes,
and be happy,
yes.
not restrict
And
and control, like move
no,
away from controlled way of living, right?
and I think this is what we're seeing right now. We had to have the balderdash that's going on at the present moment that is so 25. And really we don't want it in
I was going to
26.
say to you, what are you talking about? I don't see anything.
Because it doesn't belong in 26, right? It's
Ex-
got the new year, new hope. Um,
Exactly.
but we look at all of that and it's kind of, how did we get there? And that's most of it because we ignored the signs or we complied.
Hmm.
We didn't, we just decided not to pay attention. It doesn't affect me, so therefore, and now it affects everybody. And I think is that if we want change, we need to be the change. If we want love, we need to be love. If we want peace, we need to be the peace. This is a year that we need people to step up into their own beautiful, loving selves, because they're raising the whole frequency and vibration for the whole of humanity.
And it's happening. And I
Yeah.
believe this was why we had blindfolders on last year
Mm.
and before. It's because it brought us to this place and
Yes.
this awakening. So no matter what had happened, it was meant to be, not meant to be, who cares? But it happened. And if we go above it, it's a part of the show, right? Where we're
Yeah.
here. So what's happening now is wonderful because they
Mm.
compare it.
Hmm.
We can look back. This is my favorite thing. I tell my clients, I would love for you to look back in 1 year from now
Yes.
at your old self and smile
Uh-huh.
to new self and say,
Mm.
I did it, I got
Yes.
it, and I am. So
To
let's
stand tall. Look,
celebrate that.
yeah, exactly. Look in the mirror.
Yeah.
God, I
Yeah.
admire you. I
Yeah.
admire your strength and your courage and your
And you're
resilience.
beautiful
And you're
inside
beautiful, and
and
I
out.
love who you are, right? And if we could say
Yeah.
that to ourselves, it is not conceit, it is not vanity.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually self-generation of energy, of love.
And you manifested it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
But you had to work with the manifestation. It's not just an order, you have to work with it. That
You
means
gotta
that
show up.
that mindfulness, that heartfulness, that soulfulness, that spiritualness has to be in sync in order for you, to manifest that. So people have got to understand that yes, it takes work. And yes, you might be overloaded right now, and I just can't do anything. Well, is this the state of being you want to continue your life in?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Right.
would you prefer to be free from that? And that takes a bit of effort.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to get out of the bog,
Yeah.
right?
You know what though? The good news is once they start seeing results, they don't see it as work anymore. They get
Mm-mm.
excited, just like they're gonna have for me, I love having my first cup of coffee in the morning. I get excited for that. So they
Yes.
get excited to manifest something or
Hmm.
to create a better life. They get excited. There's no more chores.
You're right. Yes.
Nutrition for your soul, it's nutrition for your brain.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
nutrition for life. And they pass it on because now their siblings, their best friends, their boss can see a
Mm-hmm.
difference.
Mm-hmm.
So things like
The
that.
more abundant and enriched they become within self, the more they radiate out.
Exactly.
right? They become that light for someone else.
Yeah.
And they not only owe it to themselves, but they owe it to society as a whole.
That's when they really start serving their purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people being this purpose, well, I'm good at this and I can go and do that. All very well. But is your heart in it?
Hmm.
Is your heart and soul and spirit in it? Because when it is, boy, do you feel and see something different.
It's the passion, right?
Oh, yeah. It's from everything. I've been doing this nearly 14 years, and I have literally done these shows with COVID, pneumonia, you know, like, half a voice, because the passion is there, and and it's like, the will is there, the way is there, right?
Hey, you showed up. That's all
I
that
should,
matters. Your light showed up, right?
but a lot of it would be but was your hair right? Was the background right? Was this right? That's that right? And as
Oh.
present up in your best light, yes.
Mhm.
And for me to, come on snotty nosed and this and that, I'm owning it. I'm owning where I'm at.
Mhm.
But this is just where I'm at, what I'm dealing with right now. It doesn't define who I am and what I'm here for,
Correct.
right? And I think that is what we need to look at, is that these are just little challenges and obstacles that we need to deal with, and then keep on going. But you could keep
Yeah.
on going to the best as you can, which doesn't mean don't give yourself some self-love and self-care. As I said, that's when the old cosmic 2x4 comes along, flattens me and says, you're not doing that, girl. But I think we've got too much into the image of things
Hmm.
rather than the authenticity of things.
Yes, definitely. I think authenticity is what speaks, no matter
Yes.
what. And that's the most beautiful thing. You can do the best that you can. And I always say, whatever makes you feel beautiful, do you. But
Hmm.
it's here that people want to connect with. What you got.
How did the book come about?
You know what? This is hilarious because talk about manifestation, because 30 years, right, of work, hard work, still people would come up to me and say, "Oh, good luck with that one, getting a book published." And you have to do this. And everybody gave me a lot of negative input. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
yeah.
lie. And no matter what I heard, it must have been endless rejections and no's.
Mhm.
All I kept saying is, it's here right now.
Yes.
My book is already here. It's written. It's
Hmm.
written. It is done. And I would see a green, the check.
Yes.
It is
Yes.
done. It is done. It is done. And until I got that phone call, we want to publish your book.
Hmm.
And I started, that's when the tears,
Hmm.
for 20 years, I wanted to publish this book. And
Yeah.
you do go through a ton of rejection, but you
Hmm.
always said every setback is a set up for something
Yes.
greater. And
Leading you to the right one.
yeah, and it fed me and it
Yeah.
fed my drive. And the best part of it is it wasn't about me. I wanted to publish this book to
Hmm.
reach the masses, to bring a
Hmm.
message. One on one, all the time, seeing people is not enough.
Hmm. Exactly.
It's not
Exactly.
enough.
You were the soloist, and now you've become the orchestra. So,
Yes, it's a great orchestra. I love
yeah.
it.
And what I love about, things like books or even people listening to podcasts is that when they share what they got from the book or what they've got from the podcast, you'll find
So
everybody's story
rewarding
is different. And, that is just so wonderful. It's like, you did? I didn't think about it that way. Oh my
every
goodness. Yeah, I
time.
feel that. And that is where the expansion is, isn't it?
And the gratitude. And
Yeah.
that is the reward when you
Mm,
every day when you hear people, a grown man sobbing,
yeah.
when you get those phone calls and the videos, you really, this is what I do. I say thank you.
Yeah.
It's not mine,
Exactly.
it's just mine to share. It is just remarkable to witness that and to be a part of this. So
Mhm.
it's way better to even just, oh, I have a published book, or just
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
It's no longer mine.
No, you birthed it. It's
Uh,
out there living its own life.
exactly. Exactly My mom said.
Yeah, yeah, it must be our generation. But that is the same with, with a podcast. It's like, people say, how many people listen to your shows? And I go, all those that are ready to hear.
There we go.
I have no control who listens, how they listen, what they get from it.
And it doesn't matter. We can
It
change
doesn't matter.
one heart at a time.
Exactly.
And it doesn't,
Exactly.
it goes where it needs to go.
It goes where it needs to go. It does what it needs to do. It's out of our hands.
Mm,
We've nurtured it, we've sent it up, we've
you've
sent it
done
out with
your
a great
job.
deal of love. I've done my job, and
You've
now,
done your job.
it's it's what else can I do? And like a piece of music, it's like, what's the next song? And
Exactly.
that's the thing is I always see these are why shows. Why are you doing what you're doing? What led you to doing it? Whom does it serve and how? And so when people actually understand, oh, I understand why they do it, it means so much to them, or the experience that they had, they really feel it. I really feel what they're feeling.
Right.
Then there's a connection made.
Connection, and it has its own wings.
Hmm. And generally, I've heard this from every author I've ever interviewed, is that how the book took on a life of its own, A, when writing it, but also afterwards, and went places and had experiences of its own that they never ever would have thought of.
Yes, that is the blessing,
Hmm.
right? It's beautiful.
And it just shows that although you may share something within the pages, the wisdom what comes from those pages is so much more transcending
Mhm.
because it does take on an energy of its own, and that energy goes and finds who needs to be energized,
And it
right?
just spreads and spreads,
Mm,
and the love spreads. And especially when you put so much love and tears and pain and rawness and your
mm.
vulnerability inside your book, people feel it wherever they're at in the world. And it
Yeah,
allows them to discover themselves and tell themselves that it's okay not to be okay.
perfectly okay.
It's
Absolutely, because
perfectly
life
okay.
isn't the roller coaster as we live as a human, but when we live as a being human, we realize it's like the DNA thread, it's fluidity, it's always in flow.
Right.
And if we can keep that energy in flow, great, but we're going to have dips now and again.
Mhm. And we're
Um,
all connected.
we're
We're all
all
connected.
connected. Absolutely. There
Yeah.
is this wonderful show put on by Judy Dench about trees. And
Mhm.
it shows the metaphysical, I can never say that thing, the kind of fiber optics of the forest, how they speak to each other and they immerse out of everything. A dead tree brings up new life. They don't judge, oh, you're a willow, forget it. This is an oak park. There's none of that.
I love that.
It's all, it's all about being supportive of each other and life in itself and
No
how,
matter what storms they bury, because
yes,
trees, I've learned many years ago, are the avatars of the world. There are
yes,
like gods, right? Like so
yes,
many traditions follow the tree way or the tree of life.
hmm,
Qigong, of course, everything is
yes.
about the tree. And oh, it's my favorite thing on the planet. I just love trees.
They
Greatest
talk to
teacher.
us. They
Greatest
really do.
teacher.
I went down an avenue with my dog one day and the leaves were just like, shouting at me. I said, look, you're all talking at once. I can't hear you. Every tree stopped. Every leaf stopped.
Or
And
if
I
you have
said,
a headache, you can sit by a tree. Get that.
yes. Oh, but what we don't understand is the frequency and vibration that comes off that tree.
Mhm.
It's so, it's not talking to your head intellect, it's talking to your
Yeah.
soul
Yeah.
intellect.
Yeah.
You're absorbing it. It's the same with water. It's an incredible
Mhm.
conduit. And just putting your feet in water, immersing yourself in water, doing emotional freedom technique in shower. All of
Mhm.
these things are about connection and rejuvenation.
Mhm.
Qigong, Tai Chi, as you said, the slow, deliberate movements is about freeing your energy and allowing it to be and allowing it to support you.
And
We,
cleansing yourself
oh
every day
yes.
with water, with your mind, with
Mm.
nature. It's all the gifts that we got to utilize, all the elements.
And they've always been there.
Yeah, but we're taught differently.
Yes, we're told to pop a pill, download an app, rah, rah, rah. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You
Well,
know,
it's time. It's time for this change, and it's
and that's
happening now.
that's the invitation right now.
Mhm.
2026, especially going into horse year on February 17th, which is numerology number one, and also fire horse of change, positive change. If this is the year that you go, enough is enough.
Right.
I just don't want to be here anymore. I
Mhm.
want to cleanse myself and have a new canvas. My show this week is about what is your canvas for 2026. You're in charge of the brush of what goes on that
Love
canvas.
it. Start fresh,
Start
add some
fresh.
color to it, add some
Yes,
spice, and
yes,
do you, choose
yes.
you.
And allow it to come through you. Don't dictate what it should be. Allow it to reveal
Yes.
what it's meant to be. And but you need help along the way. Well, that's what you're there to do, not only
Right.
with your book, but with your work. You're there to help people like, I want to, first
Mhm.
step, right? I don't know how to. There you are. You can help them. The
Yes.
ignition, or the key is in the ignition. Now you're going to
Right.
show them how to switch it on and what gears to get into.
I love it. Always showing up for that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And we do need help along the way. We're not meant to know it all. I
Everybody
went for
does.
most things on my own because, during my recovery,
Mhm.
there really wasn't much around. We didn't have this thing called internet, right? That
And we
came
weren't
later.
open. We
Mm,
weren't open about our expression and who we
mm.
are, what we need. Everything was closed up. We were told to be
We had to
quiet and
be
go to our room.
apologetic for who we were. For come
Yes.
on.
So
Yeah.
now this is
Yes.
why our children are different because they're
Yeah.
expressing themselves.
The beautiful indigo children and animals. They're
Yeah.
showing us the way of how to love or how to be love.
Yeah.
And
I
we're,
feel
people
free.
are, we we're seeing those monks
Mhm.
walk through America right now, and a stray dog joined them, and he's
Oh,
kind of become a symbol
yes.
with them. And it's like there's a whole program of dogs choosing their owners. It's energy matching energy, right? And I'm looking for a dog. Unfortunately, they don't have that program here, but I know a dog. My old dog will bring a new dog to me when the
Same with
time
us,
is right, right?
always. Yeah.
And it's like, put out the desire of why you want it. How do you want to feel? I know how a dog makes me feel. I
Mhm.
would love to put my arms around a dog, loving again, and
And they have
conversation.
no expectations.
Just love me, feed me, walk me. I'm there for you at all times.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got to lose some of those lists of expectations, you know?
Yes. Who wrote those lists? I think that's kind of the first inquiry. Why did they write this? Oh,
Mhm.
they wanted to keep me in fear. They wanted to keep me in control.
Limited, limited.
Limit to keep you small.
Hmm.
Do you want to be small? Do you want to be limited? Would you like to
Absolutely
be a
not.
limited edition?
That was my dad's famous words.
Limited edition.
Everything. Limited edition, limited edition.
I must be channeling your dad today.
Must be. But you're right. I think it's time. Let's just take all those old programs off and
Yes.
rebirth ourselves on a whole new level.
It doesn't have to be painful. It might be uncomfortable.
Eh, a little strange, maybe, because you
Yes.
recognize, wait a minute, is this a part of me? It might take about a week or so, maybe two
Mm.
weeks, but then you're gonna love it.
And then as you start taking layers off and you start feeling lighter and you start feeling freer and you start looking forward to getting up and doing every day and
Yeah,
being every day,
sounds childlike and
then you put your foot to the
mysterious.
pedal. Yes.
You start to have fun and you want to play.
Exactly. Girls just want
Yeah,
to have fun. Yes.
yes,
So,
absolutely.
how do people get hold of your book and where? How did they get hold of you? And what are you offering that you can help them on their journey of discovery?
Well, thank you for asking. My book is available on tsikki.com.
Can you spell that for them, please?
TSIKKITHAU.com. Also on Instagram, it's Tsikki Thau Official. The book is available on Llewellyn Worldwide, my publisher, my beautiful publisher, Amazon, of course, and Barnes and Noble. And then people can reach me through my website. There is a form. I do offer sessions. I offer corporate events. I teach, I speak, I do it all. So
Mhm,
you can contact me through my website or also through Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Yeah.
mhm. Exactly. And just you maybe go, you know what? I do know I need to change the whole dialogue, the whole platform. And
Mhm.
yes, I hear you. I'm going to start practicing that word. I'm going to get that book, but I just need that person to hold me accountable.
Right. Yes.
Right. And that's the thing, is that it's just like people have good intentions to change something, then it
Mhm.
gets a bit hard, or the other becomes overwhelming, because let's face it, negativity doesn't want you to go anywhere. It
Right.
wants you to stay where you are as a
Yes,
prisoner,
it does. It's
right?
a prisoner. That is the right way to, absolutely a prisoner. So it's time to break those bars.
Restraints. Yeah.
And we're here. We're here as a
Yeah.
collective. I don't
Yes.
want people to think, oh, she's not available. I'm available. I will
Mhm.
show up for you.
And all you need sometimes is just somebody that can give you the right tool to apply. Be
Mhm.
your cheerleader, be your accountability person, and just show you step by step, register step by step. Stop leaping to the end,
Right.
right? You're not going to get the joy of the book of life by leaping to the end. That's not where it's meant to be. It's the experience of the journey. That truly is where the abundance lies, and your discovery of self along the way, step by step.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
exciting. And
Yes.
I promise you, you come into these waters, you're going to really like who you are in a year, in 6 months, and
Or
just,
now,
or now,
today.
just next week. It's all about that commitment to
Mhm.
the programming has to end. I have to place value upon myself.
And I am in charge of my own happiness.
Choose positive living. There
Yes.
we go. That's what it's about.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here today and sharing your beautiful light and essence.
And you. Thank
You
you.
know, there's a lot of people that offer programs, but you kind of feel maybe you should take it first. And for you, it's like being there, done that, sharing how it works and why it works, and feeling it from you that it does work.
Mhm.
And no heavy expectations, the step by step, they will get there.
Yeah,
And that
absolutely.
encouragement and that support along the way is what people need. So
Yeah.
thank you
Thank you
for
so much.
writing the book and being the essence that you are.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure and Happy New Year to you. And this year is ours.
I'm, as I said, excited. 2026 is the year of positive change. I am loving our possibilities. It's absolutely wonderful. So
Yes.
until next time, folks, switch on your light. We need your beacon. And don't be afraid to step forward in self love, love of life, and love of humanity, because that's how we heal society as a whole. So until next time, bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you to listen to right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Come and hear the illumination that's going to shed light on your path.
Find your path with the knowledge of others.